Hey, all you zealots and zerglings out there, it's time for another 1v1 with MadHive. I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing any more of these, but I felt this game was rather epic. Well, not so much an epic ending, but kind of an epic middle. Well, at least epic for me. I don't know. You be the judge. Anyhow, I have spawned here in the bottom left as the blue Zerg. My opponent is Bones as the red Terran. And we are duking it out on still a practice game, or in the practice league if you want to call it that. On Novice Kulas Ravine is the map. So as it's practice, I still have my rocks that are blocking me in here. And if this were, regular, the regular map, not in the practice league, these rocks wouldn't be here. And my high ground base here would have another ramp here with rocks in it. See, this map is very interesting in that there's a lot of ways to get at your opponent. I mean, you can break down these rocks and get in here. Well, actually, there's rocks here too in the regular map, so you have to break down rocks to get here instead of to get out of your base. But then if I expand out here, I mean, my opponent can get me from here, he can get in from here, he can break down these rocks and come in here. I've heard this map is sort of a Zergling dream. And my opponent is getting his barracks and is getting his wall in, which is a strategy often used by the Terrans, using their buildings to kind of choke the entry to their base. And since these supply depots can now retract into the ground, it's not completely blocking himself in either. I'm getting my spawning pool. It's actually almost done, and there it is. If I check production, yep, I'm getting my first queen. That's just an overlord egg. That's right, the queens don't have eggs. Meanwhile, my overlord has spotted his base. He sees the barracks going up, and he sees this too. Tech lab, which means he's either going for marauders or some early reapers, which he can use to harass me. So what is he going to get first? Well, first he's going to get his orbital command, which will allow him to do his comsat sweeps and to summon mules, which are basically kind of like temporary SCVs that can mine a lot faster and do other things that SCVs can, except I don't think they can build buildings. But you must use your mules because it keeps your resources going in really fast, so you have to use your mules. And it looks like he is getting early reapers, which I'm not entirely sure he's going to do that yet, but I will find out. But I am expanding here since he's got really no way to get in here, sort of. I figure it's pretty safe to do that early, and I've also decided not to break my way out yet. See, my overlord has spotted this nice patch of ground here that would be a perfect place to get a landing party in. So he's just keeping an eye on that, make sure nobody builds there, while I try to get to a point where I can take advantage of it. Meanwhile, we've got Reapers out on the map. It's a new unit. They do a lot of damage to buildings, but they're also really fast, and they have another special ability that if you don't know it yet, they can jump up and down cliffs, which will come into play here. It's quite an interesting ability, but you don't see a lot of these, I don't think. I guess because they're kind of gimmicky. You know, you're getting them now for an early harass, but I don't see them much later in the games. And wow, he's just pumping those out now. Is he getting the speed upgrade? Oh, I think he already got the speed upgrade. And his Reapers are heading out. So yeah, they just jump up and move. I'm, of course, not aware of them yet. Oh no, he's actually researching the speed upgrade right now. He should have done that before he came here. But he's in my expansion now, and he's using... Oh, he's going to go for the drones first. I don't have many here yet, so this isn't that big a deal quite yet. And here come my Zerglings, but he's going to run back down here. So I have to bring my queen out. I don't want him sneaking in and killing these drones. So yeah, they're not getting anything off here, so he's just trying to keep away from my forces. So he runs back up here. And now he's going to start bombing again, but you know, my Zerglings have their speed upgrades, so they move pretty fast, especially on the creep. He's going to try again, but nope. But he doesn't know is I can see everything he's doing down here. Yeah, now I've grabbed the watchtower, so I can definitely see they're still down there. I see they're moving over here, and I say, okay, fine, I can play this game. I don't know if he thinks I can't see where he's going, and yet there go the Reapers. Oh, no, 2 survived. Apparently they're going to try a different tactic, or are they just going to abandon ship? Yeah, they're looking pretty sad, so it looks like he's just going to head home. They cannot shoot air, so my Overlord's perfectly safe. Meanwhile, I'm putting up a Hydralisk den. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. And he's getting his expansion now, flying his command center up there. Now they usually recommend that you... Well, first of all, he could have just built it up there because he can walk his SCVs up there, so I don't know why he did that. Oh, and here comes a mule. Gotta use these. These are the backbone of the Terran economy. But they only have so much life, but they can actually mine the same mineral deposit an SCV is mining. So, you know, you don't have to worry about getting in the SCV's way. You just power it on top. Meanwhile, I am getting the Nidus network. Once this is done, I can pretty much put my whole army in there if I want, and they can just stay in there until I tell them to leave, and it can spawn an unlimited number of Nidus worms, which will act as the exit points. But as it would turn out, I'm not going to get that chance to use it, so we won't be seeing it today. And here's why: the sensor tower. Now, if you look, you see this ring here. Everyone in this map can see this ring. I can see this ring, which tells me there's a sensor tower here. What it does is it will detect any unit. See, he can see that unit because it's in the sensor tower's range, so it can see any units in the area. It can't necessarily see what they are. Like, he could see any unit in here, but he couldn't see what they are. And in fact, I think he just put up, yeah, he put up a second one too. So it's a nice thing. It lets you see far range away, but it also lets everyone else know you've got a sensor tower there too. So I realize my plan to land here is going to be gone because he'll see the instant that I do. So I'm going to take, well, I've converted him to an overseer. I'm going to move him someplace where he's outside the range. Sending his marauders over. I don't know why. They can't shoot air either. They pretty much replaced the fire bat, but instead of being anti-infantry, they basically are anti-armor. So if you got armored units, these guys do extra 20 damage versus armored. So they have their uses. And he doesn't like my overseer up here. So he is just going to say, fine, I'm going to put turrets up. I'm telling you, overlords and overseers, the most frightening thing in this game, because every time someone sees them, they just go defensive tower happy. Meanwhile, he is getting up his starports and a ghost academy, which this is now where you keep your nukes. Instead of building an add-on to the command center, you just put your nukes right here where you have your ghosts. Seems a bit risky, but hey, I'm not Terran, so what they do is fine by me, I suppose. And he's getting his tech labs on there. So I guess he could get Ravens or Banshees or battle cruisers. Well, he has to get his fusion core before he can get battle cruisers. And there is none on the way yet. What am I up to? I'm getting an infestation pit, which I need to get to my next level of tech, because I realize he's got a wall in here and I can't drop in here like I wanted. So once again, I'm gonna go for some heavy air to kind of take out his base. What's he working on? Oh, he's getting his medevac, which is sort of a combination of a medic and a drop ship. Of course, the only spell it has is heal. It doesn't have any of the other medic's abilities, and he's just researching cloaking for his ghosts. Which, yeah, that'll be fun for me later. I guess he got a siege tank out. Yeah, there's his ghost. Hey there, buddy. Oh! The ghost is in the dropship, which means he's going out. And he is, as soon as he gets his cloaking, he's got a nuke queued up, ready to go. So we know what we got here. Oh, he's healing the Reapers that I punished. Meanwhile, I've broken down my rocks because I realized if I want to expand, which looks like I'm about to do that right now, I want to be able to actually walk out of my base. I was originally going to keep that blocked so he couldn't get in with a huge army, but I realized if I'm going to expand, I need to get out. He, however, is content to not even take care of his rocks. He's just going to hide in his base. Oh, and his freshly healed Reapers are out on the map. Oh, see, I'm getting my Spire for air, and I'm getting Hydralisk attack upgrades. Oh, my army has spotted his Reapers. Sorry, not Reavers. Reavers are gone, and they're a completely different race, and they're not in this game. And his nuke is also on the way. That's great. Nukes are fun, aren't they? Just love nukes. I love them. I mean, darn it, who wouldn't love nukes? Wipe out your entire army with one blast. It's good fun for everyone. Gee, I wonder what he's gonna do with this ghost here, sitting there just outside my base. I guess I should have been keeping an eye on it a little bit better, but I didn't even know he had starports yet. There's my infestation pit. Oh, and I'm getting neural parasite, which is basically mind control. It's only temporary mind control. It's not like the old Dark Archons, but it's a very good ability nonetheless. I think his nuke is ready. Oh, and he is getting a fusion core now, which means we will soon be seeing battle cruisers. I am getting a greater Spire because while he's going for his Tier 3 air unit, I'm going for my Tier 3 air unit, the Broodlord, which I know I promised to bring out my first screencast, but that, as you probably know, didn't work out. So I don't know what he's doing here. I guess he's a little busy. No, he's scouting out with his Ravens, which is his cloak detectors. Replacing the science vessel. The science vessel is gone. And with the new detectors, he has all new spells. Auto turret, which, it's pretty self-explanatory. Point defense drone, which can intercept most range attacks until the drone runs out of energy. And then the seeker missile, which just kind of does just a little splash damage. Sends out a missile and blows up everyone in the area. It's not that powerful, but it's supposedly effective. And he's moving around. He's probably going to see that I now have this high yield expansion. Although I'm only just putting workers on it, so not that big a deal. So he's found it. Oh, I think we have nuclear. Yeah, we got nuclear launch detected. Now I don't think this is that obvious. Well, maybe it is obvious. There go all my workers. And oh, I know he's in here somewhere, but I don't have any of my overseers out here, so I can't see him. And he's gonna get out of there quick. But